Hello everybody, welcome back to the Crateble Weekly News YouTube channel. It's me, Lorenzo, aka Ham Chops. It's been a minute since I recorded a video. Been really busy lately after Worlds and a lot of things going on. But no, some pretty cool things happened this past week, and also we had a pretty cool update to the Crateble website, which you will see right here. And boop. There we go. So yeah, the the dashboard got updated very recently. It's giving you a more visual representation of what's going on with your collectibles in your portfolio or in your collection, whichever one you want to call it. But this way we get a better visual representation to better interpret the data and show you guys what exactly is happening with the market, whichever collectible you have. Now, of course, this all depends on what you're collecting. You may see crazy things happen, but as Crateble gets bigger over time, and if you're collecting something that's a little more niche, if we build that community up on here, it at least has a better way to track that value within the community on Crateble and give people a better benchmark of where your items sit at value-wise, and that can be anything. Right now, most of my portfolio is Pokemon cards, posters, random figures and stuff. So, you know, like it is what you make it. But it's pretty cool. So we have gains, total market value, and total invested, along with total items here at the top. Right now, ignore that $14,000 for my value. It's mixing in the Japanese yen with the USD values. That's something that's on the list to get fixed. But moving on down here, you can also see this one. We got this cool little pie chart that I like. It shows you the diversity in your portfolio, but then we have the top 10 most valuable items and most gained items, or items that gain the most value over time. So as you can see, the last few things are the most valuable item I have, I guess, is this Umbreon. Oh, because again, there's the JPY number. Really, I think it's like 60, 80 USD. But then over here in the top 10 most gains, we have this PSA 10 Royal Tantrum that I have. Pulled that from a Paxton PSA, came back at 10. It was my first graded card ever too, so that's pretty cool. And then you also have a list of your items down here at the very, very bottom. Most recent thing I added is this Squirtle SIR from 151, which is pretty cool. I traded that actually with at a local shop. That was pretty cool. Trading for a Persian SAR from Shrouded Fable. He's making a Pokedex binder and he needed the Persian. Just because 151 doesn't have a cool Persian card. So I was like, you know, I'll help out. I thought it was pretty cool. And he had a duplicate of Squirtle, so I got that. And got something else too, I can't remember. Oh, it was a Snorlax and Eevee Tag Team GX card, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so pretty cool updates there. Go check it out. If you don't have an account yet, go make an account and just explore the stuff. Explore the website, add on extra items that aren't on there outside of Pokemon. Like I said, we're trying to become a platform that doesn't just focus on the main collectibles that everybody does. So again, postage stamps, maps, if you collect unique vases or vase, go ahead and go add that. But yeah, when we condense the navigation down to the sidebar, feel free to go check that out, and also go and check out the Crateble Shopify website where we are selling comic books, Pokemon cards. We have Japanese booster boxes too if you're into the Japanese and like getting those guaranteed hit rates of things. So you can see we have that here, and then we even have a plethora of DC comics. You know, I'm sure there's a pretty good amount of Marvel on there, but yeah, go check those out. Find some deals on comic books and Pokemon cards. Yeah, other than that, let's move into the news. And yeah, starting off with Pokemon as per usual. Mega Halucha was finally revealed, along with a bunch of other Mega Pokemon. The ones prior to Halucha, I believe it was the Dragonite, Victory Bell, and then now Halucha, which is pretty cool. The trailer for it's pretty awesome too. They have it here on Poke Beach, so you go check that out. I'll put that link in the bio. But no, I'm really excited for this. They really did Halucha great. I mean, like, look at that. Bask in his glory. So that's really freaking awesome. Huge fan of Halucha. Love it. And I'm glad that Pokemon is a huge fan of Halucha also. It's definitely one of the better megas to be revealed. I mean, Victory Bell's a goofy looking one, and then Dragonite's alright. So yeah, but no, that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see if they reveal any other ones. Honestly, in the trailer, I was expecting Machamp to Mega Evolve too, which would be cool. I mean, another revealed Mega. But I mean, I guess we can't have it all. Then after that, we have the Japanese Inferno X set officially revealed in Japan, and it's pretty cool. Sadly, it is gonna keep the hype up in Pokemon. So if you are, I guess, trying to wait for the hype to die down, good luck, because it's probably not, especially with this new Charizard card coming out. But yeah, you get a cool close-up look right here of the new Charizard X. Really awesome. I love the comic book look to it. Pretty excited to see what else we get out of that set when it comes to the SIRs. I'm really looking forward to having a cool Gengar one. I mean, like, we already know they're gonna make a Gengar one. There's no way you can just skip over him. But yeah, pretty cool things coming out for that. After this, honestly, the hype's gonna stick around for a good minute because with the 30th anniversary also coming up. So that's something that's not really gonna change things anytime soon. And then lastly, Pokemon Champions. There's been a lot of news coming out around it since Worlds-ish. Biggest thing is the 2026 Pokemon Video Game Championship, or VGC, the main platform for Worlds, and at a certain point of the year is going to be transferring over to Pokemon Champions. Right now, it's being played on the Switch still, but the TPCI did say that when this releases, they're going to start transitioning over the major tournaments. So ICs, international championships, regionals, and worlds will be playing on Pokemon Champions platform, which is pretty cool given that you are able to do the Mega Evolve, Dynamax, and all of that condensed into one game instead of going to all the different games, which should make for some interesting gameplay later on down the road when that finally releases, especially with them being able to either change regulation types and say, okay, this regulation Megas only, this other regulation Dynamax, and then they'll have a mixed format, I guess. So that's gonna be pretty cool, and I think it's just gonna get a lot more people into the game, seeing as how you don't need to switch and you don't need to drop 70 to 80 bucks on a new Pokemon game at the same time. Really looking forward to playing this. I never really played the VGC too much battle mode competitively, but I'm looking to at least start playing it competitively now when this drops. So yeah, other than that, I've been playing Pokemon Unite a lot. But yeah, so then let's move on to the video game section because we had a lot of things start there. Not start, but happen. So here in the video games, really cool things happened this past week. So Helldivers, the ODST award bond finally dropped, which is pretty cool. Never thought we'd see this day coming where Sony and Xbox collaborate on something, especially Halo of all things too. You would think it'd be, Sony would be like, no, we're reviving Killzone and we're bringing it back to the Xbox. No, but yeah, no, pretty cool. So the war bond's awesome. I'm gonna drop in and unlock some of this stuff. Cool recon armor we're getting for your diver, ODST armor, pretty awesome. Also, Arrowhead remade all of the weapons from Halo and put them into Helldivers. So we have the assault rifle, the SMG with the silencer and the shotgun, and we even have that tactical pistol, the SOCOM pistol. Then they dropped in some cool green skins. We already know what shade of green those are going to be. Some armor passive stuff, but also some more of the cosmetics here. You have a ODST or UNSC cape along with a banner, and then you have an Oni cape and banner too, which is pretty awesome. For those of you that are pretty familiar with the Halo series, you know, this is a big deal, especially I think it's pretty cool to be walking around with the Oni cape. But yeah, no, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. This is just the first of many things to come with Xbox and Sony. Everybody's saying the console wars are officially over, which I feel like they've been over a long time ago, because I feel like a lot of people, after a certain point, they just started buying whatever console they're used to buying and not really caring about which exclusives are coming out. So yeah. And then speaking on the Xbox and Sony collaboration, we've had Gears of War drop on PlayStation, and it's reached, as you can see, 1 million players, which is pretty freaking insane. So shout out to all those people that are just playing Gears of War for the first time. If you're struggling, here's some tips from someone that's been playing it ever since the first game came out. Don't rely on the lantern unless you're going to chainsaw somebody. Good luck with the shotgun. And when in doubt, just stick a grenade to them. Yeah. Learning how to stick and moves and get you a lot further than learning how to aim. To an extent. But yeah, get good at that third person free aiming without having to aim down the sides. Trust me, it's gonna save your life. And yeah, power weapons rule the game. But no, good luck. Glad to see a lot more people are getting to experience the game for the first time, and hopefully we get more fans involved for when the next Gears of War drop, which is a prequel, which is gonna be pretty freaking cool. I'm really excited for that one. Oh, and then other than that, also this week we had a bunch of stuff leak from Battlefield 6, the Battlefield Labs playtest. Rumors of a zombie or infection mode of some sort, and also they showed off some of the largest map, which is, gosh, Marak Valley or something like that. Either way, they do have bigger maps than what they showed in the beta, so it's pretty exciting news and can't wait to hear more of them. But we're gonna go ahead and move on into the Disney or movie side of things. This week's episode, it's mostly Disney. Disney had their Destination D23, which is just a smaller, more condensed version of D23. They have the big event every 2 years, which is landing on even years. So next year they should have another one, which is pretty huge compared to these minor events that happen throughout the year across the country. But yeah, no, lots of big announcements from movies, rides, things with parks. This has a lot of movie stuff in it and shows. I'm not going to really go into detail about each of the movies, like in terms of plot, what's happening, just because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. If you're like me, kind of just like knowing minimal anything until it finally releases or until we get like an actual legit trailer. So yeah. But starting off with, we have Toy Story 5. They showed off an opening scene. As you can see, we have multiple buzzes and they're on a beach. The other thing they revealed is Conan O'Brien is going to be a voice actor in this movie, and there's his character right there, Smarty Pants. So that's going to be interesting. We also had some of the Mandalorian Grogu opening clip they first showed off. I haven't gone to see it. I haven't really seen too much about it. Everybody said it was pretty cool though if you're a Mandalorian fan. Sadly, I believe this might be the last few things we're getting with Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm sure we'll get more movies down the way, but I don't think we're getting any more of the show. Which kind of sucks because the show is pretty cool. And then a little message from the Avengers Doomsday set and the directors. Walt Disney Animation Studio revealed a film called Hex, which is right here. This looks like it may be, well, it is concept art. We still don't know if it's going to be their first movie featuring the 2D animation. A while back, Disney did say they were going back to 2D animation and stepping away from 3D animation for all their movies. Just for right now, it's a break to just kind of, I guess, get back to their roots and the charm of what 2D animation can bring. So that's pretty cool. I'm really interested in seeing that. I like looking at all things animation. Wish I was good at drawing, maybe better animator, but maybe, I don't know. That's something else down the road. I appreciate lighting and animation though. Then Zootopia showed off a clip, and one thing I saw from this is that Patrick Warburton is going to be in this film, and he's gonna have a pretty funny looking character, which you'll see when I scroll by. So if you don't want to see that, I'd say skip the video until you see not Zootopia on the screen. Sorry, a minute should be good though. But yeah, here we go. Patrick Warburton's character is this funny horse with a nice mane. His character's name is Mayor Winddancer. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to that. Always love it when Kronk graces us with his voice. Especially, I don't know if you guys have seen Venture Bros, but he really kills it in his role in there too. This is Brock Sampson. Then we have a Pixar movie coming out called Hoppers. Essentially, all I can say is that they put a mind into an animal, as you can see here. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Looks really cute, looks really funny, so that should be pretty fun too. don't think there's a release date. I can't remember if it was next year or 2027. I think March 2026. There we go. So don't have to wait too long for that, honestly. Just forget about it. Next thing you know, it'll be March. Then they had showed a Tron Ares clip, light cycle chase through the city. Pretty excited for Tron to come out. The first two Trons came out when I was like a teenager or something like that. I thought they were pretty cool, and a lot of people didn't, but I thought the soundtrack was awesome. So really looking forward to that. Sadly, I don't think we'll have any Daft Punk in this one because they retired. But yeah. Lastly is Ice Age came out and announced a new movie called Boiling Point. We have a baby Scrat, which is really cute. Looking forward to that too. I love the Ice Age films. Really hoping this one, since it's been gone for so long, it gives us a nice fresh look on Ice Age. I think the Ice Age is really long and the movies didn't cover the entire thing, right? So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Then closing this out, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, more of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, more Ice Age, which was unexpected, but I guess since Disney got it and said, hey, we have a franchise here that has a fan base, let's give it a shot. Might as well. But that's it for this week. Drop your questions, anything in the comments, anything that I missed, anything you want to talk about, just let me know. Also, go make a Crateble account and check us out. Play with the new UI dashboard to track your collection. Let your friends know. Other than that, we'll catch you next week, and everybody have a good one. Bye.